Yes, now the continuation of motion in a straight line, in that kinematic equations of uniformly accelerated motion. Now we know that we have the three different equations. So you can consider now an object which is moving with a constant acceleration along the positive direction of the x, right? Now we can take the accelerated of at uniform rate, which is a, and let v be the final velocity after the time t, right? Now the initial velocity we can take it here v naught, and x which is the displacement. Now what is the first equation? See, we know that what is the formula, or what is that acceleration? Acceleration, which is nothing but change in velocity. Change in velocity by time taken. So change in velocity means what? Final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. Now that we have taken from this example, that is a, which is equal to v minus v naught by t. By cross multiplying these, we will get v minus v naught, which is equal to at, or we can say v, which is equal to v naught plus at. So this is the first equation of motion. What is the second equation of motion? We can say the second equation of motion, which is distance covered in a certain time. That means the average velocity of the object in time intervals from 0 to t, which we can say v average, or average velocity, which is equal to displacement by time, or we can say the initial velocity plus final velocity by 2, right? So that v average, which is equal to v naught plus v by 2. So distance traveled, which is equal to average velocity into time, we can take, right? From this we can get x, which is equal to v naught plus v by 2 into t. This we have taken as a first equation. So from equation of motion, first equation is what we derived before itself, v, which is equal to v naught plus at, right? Substituting this v value in this now equation 1, you will get x, which is equal to v naught plus at by 2 into t, or we can say x, which is equal to 2 v naught plus at by 2 into t. By multiplying t, we will get x, which is equal to 2 v naught t plus at square by 2. By simplifying this equation, we will get x, which is equal to v naught t plus half at square. This equation we can call it as a second equation of motion, or we can say distance time relation, right? Now the third equation of motion, for that we know that the first equation is what? V minus v naught, which is equal to at, right? And the average velocity, which is equal to v naught plus v by 2, right? Or we can say v naught plus v, which is equal to 2v average, right? Now v plus v naught, which is equal to 2 average, we have taken as the second equation. Multiplying this equation 1 and 2, we will get v square minus v naught square, which is equal to 2at into v average, or we can say v square minus v naught square, which is equal to 2ax, right? So that because of v average t, which is equal to x, the distance, right? So v square, which is equal to, we can rearrange and write v square, which is equal to v naught square, that is initial velocity plus 2ax. Okay, this equation we can call it as velocity distance relation, right? And we can relate next the accelerated motion in a graphical representation by graphical method. Okay, we know that three equations. By representing this graph with the help of the graphical representation, we can explain it. So you can see on the screen an object which is moving along a straight line path with initial velocity which we have taken as v naught, and it is in the uniform acceleration a, right? Suppose it travels the distance s in time as we have given in that. Its velocity time graph is what? Straight line. So we have taken here OA and CD. That value is as V naught, initial velocity. See the diagram carefully. And OE, right? And CB, which is equal to final velocity. And we have taken here OC, which is equal to time, right? Now we can calculate. So acceleration, which is equal to, we know that slope of velocity time graph from the AB, what we have taken, from that we have to slope of velocity time graph. If we know the acceleration, we can get it. That means what? Change in velocity by time taken for the change, right? Now the acceleration A, which is equal to BD by AD. So A, which is equal to BD by AD, right? So BD, that value, you want to know that theta, acceleration inclined with that T, BD by AD we said. Directly we can't calculate the value of BD. So we have taken that velocity coordinate and the time coordinate, right? So with that we have taken means A, which is equal to AE by OC. Okay, AE also we can't calculate directly. So that from the origin we have to take it. So OE minus OA, if you did means, you will get AE. Now A, which is equal to, from the graph, OE, which is what? V minus V naught by T, right? So V minus V naught, which is equal to AT, or we can write V, which is equal to V naught plus AT. This is the first equation as we know. And the second equation with the same diagram, but we have to calculate the distance traveled by the object in time t, right? So for distance traveled, what we have to know? The area of the trapezium, that object which is traveled from O to A, B and C, right? So OA, BZ, the distance traveled by the object, which is given as the area of trapezium. So the area of trapezium, which is nothing but what? So half into sum of parallel side into the distance between the parallel side. So x, which is equal to half into OC into OA plus CB. Check OA plus CB. So that you have to take it. So x, which is equal to half into OC, which is nothing but the T, and OA plus CB, which is what? V naught plus V, right? So x, which is equal to half into T into V naught plus, we have already know V, which is equal to V naught plus AT, right? So x, which is equal to half into 2 V naught T plus AT square, right? So x, which is equal to V naught T plus half AT square. So this is the second equation. What is the third equation of motion with the same example? We have to calculate the distance traveled by the object. The same way, the trapezium, distance covered by the object means we have to take it that whole area. So area of trapezium we have to calculate here the same way, which the formula we have already known, that is half into OC into OA plus CB. So x, which is equal to half into T into V naught plus V. So we are rearranging this in a different way, that is V plus V naught into 2x by T, right? This we have take it as a first equation here. What is the motion of the first equation in general? V minus V naught, which is equal to AT. This we have take it as a second equation. We are going to multiply these two equations. So we will get V plus V naught into v minus v naught in the left hand side, and that is equal to 2x by t into at in the right hand side. Then we will get v square minus v naught square, which is equal to 2ax. So this is the third equation, right? V squared, which is equal to v naught square plus 2as, right? Thank you, children.